Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, good day, good day, good day, buffet to buffet to buffet to welcome back to Tavern Talk. This is me, George Wanyani. I'm coming to y'all. It's been a while. Welcome back. I'm not alone. On the one side, I've got KB. Say what's up to everyone.
Dumelang ko lapeng ke Kabelo, your boy, and coming all the way from South Africa with a lot of love of Diski. Yeah, thanks. Good to be here.
Hey, welcome back, welcome back. We got Zanda. Dumela, say what's up to everyone, bruh.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? Yeah, this is Brenda. It's all right, all the way from the Northwest Province.
Right. You got the three of us today, but this weekend's fixtures, we only had a few fixtures because of the passing of the Queen. Say a prayer for the Queen, ladies and gentlemen. We only had Arsenal playing Man City and Tottenham, the teams that we cover. Liverpool didn't play, Chelsea didn't play. But we had a couple of things going on. Big Arsenal, recorded the youngest player, Ethan Nyaneri, at 15 years, 181 days old. Youngest player, big up to Arsenal, a record. Haaland also received August Player of the Season, of the month. Yeah, he is possibly going to be Player of the Season.
Possibly.
And first ever hat-trick from a substitute by Spurs. Human Song wanted to show them that, hey, I still got it. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off with Arsenal. They beat Brentford 3-0 with scores from Salabi, Jesus, and Vieira. What did you think of the match, KB?
Lovely match, man. I think Arsenal attack. Yeah, it's again. It's going back to what I said earlier, man. In the season, I said they're definitely title contenders, top three for me, and I think we are seeing that happen, every week in week out.
Yeah, I'm saying if you're not looking at Arsenal as a contender right now, I don't know what you.
True. Yeah. Look, I mean, like I was, part of what I was gonna say was, the consistency is obviously shown, even with the sort of the changing of the squad, or rather rotation of the squad, where we've seen Zinchenko is not available, Ondegaard wasn't available, the captain.
Yeah.
But I mean, the guys that filled in those positions came in, and they made sure Fabio got his debut, and he
Yeah.
scored on the day. Thomas Partey also, he got
Yeah.
a start after an injury, and I mean, we know what he can offer, what he can do, and he certainly did that. So
Hold him that.
yeah, definitely, like I say, is that there's quite a lot that's happening, and like you said also, is that if you're not putting them on the contenders list, then yeah, I don't know what you're looking at, which football you're watching.
Yeah. Zanda,
Mm.
what did you think
Uh,
with
I'm
the
impressed
Arsenal
with
pick?
the little one,
Yeah.
Ethan. Although I'm still not sure of. Uh,
What he has to offer
as,
as yet.
yes.
Mm. But hey, man, a record is a record is a record. Every week we're talking about a record that teams are throwing out. Uh,
Yeah. No, look,
Arsenal is also saying we are there. Uh, we are
yeah.
there to be contenders. We are there to show that we've got records of our own. Jesus was quiet last couple of weeks, but he was like, hey, don't write me off. I'm still here. I'm still gonna bang in.
True,
So,
It's Jesus, not Jesus.
Jesus.
That's
true
not
that.
English.
Yeah, it's a noun, and there's a way of pronouncing it.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah, look, yeah, look. I mean, you're talking of Ethan. I mean, the previous record holder for Arsenal to hold the youngest player type of record was Cesc Fabregas, and I mean, we all know what Fabregas went on to go and do, man. I think he won the World Cup, if I'm not mistaken, with Spain. You know, he's gone on to win Champions League with Barcelona, and he's won the league with, with Chelsea also. So
Mm.
Ethan coming in, I'm always excited when young boys are given a chance at that time. I mean, can we believe when COVID happened, this boy was just 12 years old. 12 years old. That's how young he is. You know,
Yeah.
he doesn't even know. He hasn't even seen Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
That's how long it took Arsenal even to win the league. That's like 15, 16 years ago when Arsenal last won the league. So, yeah, this guy maybe is the future. But on the opposite side of the fence, I mean, Tone got his first national call up,
Oh yeah.
which is also something good.
To applaud. Yeah.
Yeah, I think for a while this boy's been banging, and we saw like
But
towards the end of last season he was already doing that. So
But yeah, he has been holding Bradford up quite a bit. He's
yeah,
been, whenever you look at Bradford, he's always there in a headline or so. He's always banging in.
correct,
He's quite a good player.
correct,
He does deserve the call up.
correct, correct.
Hey, but hey, outside Lololo, that was Arsenal for you. But man of the season,
What
man of the
what
hour.
sorry. So what was your hits and your misses out of that game? What do you think could still be wrong? What would make Arsenal lose the league, if anything?
With Arsenal, uh, right now their structure, everything is going right. I see that their record, they've got like four at the last five. They've got 4 wins and 1 loss.
Yeah,
They do have a loss to their name,
yeah.
but I just want to see how they react after the international break, after the break, because when you play and you've got that consistency after having a break, then there might be changes. So after this international break, we'll say that will they still perform after the World Cup? So I'm still holding my breath when it comes to Arsenal, but you can't really write them off. But I can't really say for sure they'll
Okay.
be contenders. With City bang them in like this, City's got 2 draws and wins, wins, wins. They don't have a loss to their name. Tottenham has got 1 draw, wins, wins, lost 5. They don't have a loss to their name in the last 5. So that means their form is up there. And, like you were saying, with Ethan, he hasn't seen Arsenal win the title. So they've got still a little way to go. Though I know that the coach has been there, this is their season to shine. But I just want to see them how they perform now after
Got you.
the international break.
Got you. Got you.
You sound a lot optimistic. You sound a lot optimistic. It's like you were
you
saying the Gunners are coming out of their shell.
They
Uh,
are, but if you see the way
but
that they're playing,
you are
if you
right.
have seen their
The
structure,
consistency.
mm,
Yeah, but you are absolutely right. We're going to determine this through the consistency. If they're gonna be consistent after the break, so
mm.
we'll just get to see then if
Like,
they are as good as we think they are, or well, as good as you think they are.
But
with the
Zander, what do you
EPL,
think,
it's
man?
all
What do
about
you think?
consistency. It's
Wait,
all about consistency.
let's
And
hear what Zander has to say about Arsenal.
yeah, what do you
What
think
do you
of
think?
their chances?
No, it's all right. It's too early to say. I mean,
Okay.
But we
we're
can't
gonna
really
have to
say
wait up
7 games.
until after the break and see how they, uh, they continue. If
Mm-hmm.
they're going to continue in this form,
They move form.
then we might say they're in with a chance as contenders.
So
Hey,
But
guys,
for them, I mean, it's not like I'm talking about my own team. Man,
we'll get to your
you
team. We'll get to your team.
obviously.
We'll get to your
Oh,
team. We'll get to your team.
obviously.
Mari, you know what we are saying is that the question is with each and every team, will they surpass what Man City is doing? Because currently, Man City is doing what they've been doing for the last couple of years. They're even doing it better
Yes,
with the inclusion of their
De
Alvarez.
Bruyne is doing it better.
Yeah,
De Bruyne is doing it better.
yeah. Everyone is like, hey, you know, even Grealish is like, hey, y'all bought me for a long time for a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
I want to show my worth. You know, Foden has been quiet. He wants to score as well. He doesn't want to get dropped. So each and every player in that team, City team, is fighting for that spot. You know, they don't say that it's fine, my spot is secure. They know that, hey, I've got to fight, I got to do this. So we need to see fighting spirit from all the teams in order for them to be able to contend against City. So I'm saying currently, I know City is not my team, and I would like my team to contend, but everyone is chasing City with the way City
True
is
that.
playing.
Valid.
Yeah.
I agree with
So
you, George. No, look, I mean, I always say, and coming from the conversation, what you guys are both saying now is that we're actually saying that it's measurable based on how they react after the gap. That's the only way we can measure if they are championship material. Is that what we're saying? I mean, what exactly is in the gap that's gonna make them shake? Maybe because I feel like all of these boys have been hungry, and yes, a lot of them will get in and play for the national teams. Jesus is going, Saliba is going, Saka and so forth. All of them will be playing for their nationalities. But that's what all the other clubs are also going through. What really is it that's going to change? What really do you think?
you know what? I hear what you're saying, but the thing is, you go to your national team. Your national team plays slightly different from what you normally play at your club level.
Sure.
Players that have been playing for City are used to that. And I get, yes, they might be used to that, the Arsenal players, but, they haven't been performing like they're performing now. So I just want to see, will they maintain that performance after, the change of play from national to club?
Got you.
And converting from that play to this play. And just being able to mentally convert. I don't know where. Yeah, you got me.
Got you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my take
Yeah.
of it.
Okay. I think we can move into City now that you spoke so much about City. Let's just dive in straight
I
into.
think we've covered City as well. Because hey, shucks, man, what did you think of Wolves?
I was under the impression we are at City already.
Nah.
Now we just conversating about the weekend, bro. We just conversating about the weekend.
Yeah.
Did Wolves stand a chance? Because I didn't really think.
But don't worry, that's what happens when you get a giant like Haaland.
Yeah. So what did you
Everybody
think,
gets
Zander,
thinking now. Everybody
of
wants to
this match?
do.
Specifically, what did you think of this match?
Well, on this one, I'm actually happier that others also came to the party. It's not only Haaland, So it's because then they're gonna rely on one person. Should he be injured, then they're gonna be in trouble. But it shows that they all can do. I mean, they can deliver, all of them. You see.
But now my take is that even without Haaland, you could see all the players are always just hungry. Always. If you take out Haaland, you put in Alvarez. then the team will perform just as well. You know,
100%.
if you take
But it's
take
because
out Foden, you put in Mahrez, they will still perform.
they all want to do as good as Haaland is doing.
Last year they didn't have Haaland,
they,
but they still performed.
they all want no. Now it's like, okay, we want to also be seen that we are superb. You know, everybody's lifting up their hands to say, "I'm superb, coach. I'm also just as superb."
But
When
I thought that's what Ronaldo was gonna do to my team, but nobody followed suit. Anyways, let's not even talk about them.
but Zander, so do you think, in your opinion, or do you think there is a conversation that maybe Pep also has in the dressing room? Like, for example, if they're coming into a team or a match, and he starts strategizing, guys, this is where you play. I mean, he didn't start with Gundogan as an example, who's the captain of City. Started with Kevin De Bruyne as a captain, and this boy Nathan Aker wasn't also on the team, but Akanji, got
a start.
a start. And like I say, is that, do you think all of these changes are all in line with making sure that Haaland scores, or why would everyone wants to sort of follow Haaland? I think because in my mind, I want to believe that this is all a plan. Everyone plays a role, and just that's Haaland's role. We're not trying to outshine the next person or try to show that we are shining also, but this is our role. This is what
Everyone has got a role to play in
You
it.
see,
That
if
is
you have
what
a
the team
if you have
sport.
a perfect destination, they've got a perfect destination. They all playing to get it to the number 9. They've got a good solid number 9, so it's easy for them. They all know where to go. You see, and with De Bruyne in form, I mean, he's dictating everything, and I think we must give credit to him because everything, it's more like he's getting the assist, he's getting the,
he's a playmaker, basically. Yeah.
He's a playmaker. Yeah, that's what
you know.
we expect from him, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why he gets the big bucks, basically.
And the thing is, as well,
Yeah,
I think you froze there for a second, but yeah,
he's froze.
yeah. So, like I always say, man, I think guys like De Bruyne now in a team, and I mean, you look at it week in, week out. Sometimes he doesn't even start. They'll start somebody else maybe in that role, and when he comes in, then he still comes in and elevates the game. So
Magical.
yeah, yeah.
I think he was underrated. Now it shows.
No, he was never underrated. Not the
Nah, I think he
no.
was a couple of 2 seasons ago. Yeah.
No.
And he was still just magical.
No, I think no, not the brain.
But Cabello, tell me, nah, um, everybody is looking at Haaland right now,
Yeah.
but who is making them tick? De Bruyne.
No, but I get that. But like I say to you that I don't know which game it was, and Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne did not start that game.
Yeah, he didn't start. It was which game on? I don't recall, but yeah.
So you look at that, and I mean, this is how Pep is so good. I mean, he's got players. Bernardo Silva can come in and do whatever Kevin De Bruyne does. Gundogan can do the same. He can come in. I mean, he won the league last season. If you remember the last game of the season, he won it for the guy. So I feel like it's a 50-50 split, and I can sort of whether one can say that this is utterly one person who's doing all of that, or hey, welcome back, George.
Apologies.
Welcome back. We just decided Kevin De Bruyne is gonna get his hair black now.
No, I was actually saying, sorry for getting cut off there. We're at stage 6, load shedding here in South Africa. So, um, who's this? As you were saying, everyone is catering to Haaland. Pep has been chopping and changing players, but has he chopped and changed Haaland from the start of the season? Uh, how many games has he not started the game?
So he started every game, but he hasn't finished all
Yes.
games. This is the only game that
Yeah.
he played 90 minutes.
No, he gets substituted.
He gets substituted, but he starts all games. See,
100%.
Most players say don't really, even the captain doesn't start all games.
Fair point. Fair point.
So what he's saying is, if we catering our play according, so when everything has gone the way that we want, we can substitute our player. That is a fair point, Zander.
But
Yeah.
yeah. So what you guys saying is that because he always starts, he, he's he's the plan basically because he starts every game. Is that what you're saying?
Uh, I hear it that way when Zander is saying what he's saying, that everyone is catered to support the number 9.
Okay.
The plan is, let's do this, and then when we see that it's working, we can take out the number 9. It's fine. We've done our work.
Okay. Okay. No.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Speaking about number 9s,
Hey, wait. The other number 9 I didn't see on the pitch was Diego Costa, man. Ever since he joined Wolves, he hasn't
yeah.
started. So,
But why do you think he hasn't started? Is he injured or?
look, I don't think he's got the match fitness, man. Look, he was down in where was he? Brazil, or where is he coming from? Yeah,
I'm not quite sure. I'm not
yeah,
quite sure. Yeah, he was in South America.
Argentina.
Yeah, Argentina.
No, is it
South America
Paraguay?
somewhere, I think. Yeah.
yeah. So
Paraguay.
he hasn't really. I mean, I think it's a match fitness
Like
thing.
maybe, yeah, the catching up with the speed of the PSL back to speed. I know that yes, he knows how to get back, but getting back, it's a might be a problem.
No, he'll be good in the PSL speed. Don't worry about that.
No, I'm
The
saying,
Premier League.
yeah. No, I know he has been. He knows how to get back, but catching up back to speed, it's another thing. But you know what? The thing is, with the international break, it gives them more time to catch up. It gives all the injured players a bit more time to catch up. They could possibly play um, with the lower teams, the under 21. I saw that even Liverpool was playing Tora Melo with the under 22, under 21. Even Carvalho was playing with the under 21 in order to get fitness. So all these big teams, they have ways to get them back to fitness. So I'm like, yes, let's hold our horses. Diego will come.
Do you think though that works, Joe? I feel like it's what we hope for, but it's not what you always get, right? And I'll give you an example. The same Diego Costa, when he left Atletico Madrid, for example,
Yeah.
or when he terminated because it didn't end at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Terminated, halfway or middle of it. And
Yeah. Sour note.
yeah, and he sat down and he was training and he was doing this and he was doing that because this is a lifestyle to some of these. In fact,
Yeah,
all
true.
of them. It's not like once you're not playing, you're sitting down, eating burgers and getting fat.
No,
Yeah, it's
definitely not.
it's not Eden Hazard when he goes to Madrid. So what they do is they actually get into that whole thing of they continuously training and like you're saying now is that even on their holidays, some of these boys they will play like a five-a-side with some of their friends or something like that. So it's a lifestyle, like I say, and Do I think match fitness is going to be achieved by playing against under 21? I don't know. I don't think so. It's different when you're on the pitch against a crowd, of 60 to 70,000 people, screaming your name or booing or doing that. And you've got a match official that isn't necessarily biased or, in favor of you. It's totally different. And all of these things play a psychological effect. And if you're not getting into that space to get into that zone and to get into that play, you might not necessarily be fit. I feel like that's the only way we can get you to be match fit. Under 21, I don't think it really will achieve the results. My opinion.
Your opinion. But with him, unlike if you were saying other players, he psychologically he knows how it feels like to have crowds, English referees, English crowd at his side. That is ingrained in him. So all he needs is just.
He used to pick up a lot of yellow cards because of that, also. He got players, some players got under his skin. It's almost like how you saw Luis Suarez when he got into from the Dutch league into the English league.
What?
A lot of these things got into his skin.
And what Nunes did.
What Nunes did, he get in there and it got under his skin and lost his temper or didn't think it through. And yeah, it's sad. Like I say, is that you need to be in there for me to say that you're prepared and you're ready. You need to be in there, even if you come in every game 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever. But you need to get into the game.
Yeah, but we'll see what the Wolves coaches got planned.
Yeah,
we'll see what he's got planned. Yeah, and then Tottenham with the surprising Spurs. Yeah, with the surprising 6-2 victory. Eh?
Why is it surprising?
With song singing.
Dude, as Son wasn't performing for a long time, he was dropped, put in as a substitute. Within 15 minutes, scored a hat trick. Within 15 minutes. That was beautiful.
Song was on song.
Was on song. On that game, KB, do you think that was actually a penalty? Because from me, it was actually slightly before the line where he got fouled, and then.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The thing about it is that the actual connect or the touch happened when his feet was on the line. Okay, so always it's almost like even in cricket, whenever it's in on the line, then it's in favor of the batsman or it's in favor of the player that got offended. You know what I mean? So that's how the call was made. But like I say, is that you'll need like even a microscopic view to see that if his boot was actually on the ground at that moment. Because that's also another thing, is that boot could be slightly off the ground, and we're busy saying that he should get a penalty, but it's not. What did you think, Zanda? Did you get a chance to watch that game?
No, I actually just checked the highlights just now, earlier on. Okay. So I didn't really get to dwell on that penalty.
Okay.
I was just like, at least they got something to take home with the retake of that penalty, so it's fine.
But I thoroughly actually loved Madison's volley for the second goal. Yeah, Leicester. That was some beautiful shot.
But I think he had a good game overall in the Madison. I still don't understand.
But Madison, he's been performing for Leicester for a number of years. I think, like Tony, he's been one of the shining light for Leicester. I'm very surprised that none of the big teams have not gobbled him up.
This is
a while back.
This is the thing about Leicester, and first of all the players are leaving, and none of the replacements that are coming in are sort of
on that level.
Yeah, you've had N'Golo Kante leave, you've had Mahrez leave, you've had Fafana leave now recently at a high amount of money, and the replacement they got, I think, was that Wout Fayez. There's that boy with curly hair who looks like David.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he comes from Reims, man. It's a small team, and I say small, but it's a team that is outside of Championship or Champions League play.
Champions League, yeah.
It's a small team. I don't think them getting even to top 8. It's an achievement for them, and this is now sort of their best defender. And Brendan Rodgers goes and buys that guy. I don't know. I mean, after getting so much money, I wouldn't have gone for that. I would have gone for somebody else. Put down a lot of money and spend it on that. But maybe there's a lot also that's happening financially at Leicester that we're not aware. I mean, why are they not firing Brendan Rodgers? Do we think that there's going to be a change that he's going to do? I don't know, Otiak. I feel right now, Kari Leicester is
Dude, Leicester currently Leicester currently are bottom of the league.
Yeah.
They have 1 point in 7 games.
Yeah. And I don't think that's going to change anyway, George. I really don't think it's going to change.
And with all that money, like you were saying, reinvested in the team with players.
Ndidi, I know Ndidi also tried, but he didn't really have a good game. I mean, there was one mistake where, I can't remember who came from behind and took the ball from him, and then they went and scored. But I mean, he didn't play in the previous game, and you think to yourself, what is it that you can still reinforce there in that center, right? You need somebody auto katandi ball up front.
A Conte.
Yeah,
that you had lost.
Go find another one. I mean, let's go in.
Break the bank for your team.
Not even necessarily break the bank. You can go dig it deep, man. Find a young boy from Senegal, France, or wherever. Cameroon's reputation of bringing up
RSA.
RSA. Yeah, here we go. You can get somebody all around is a hardcore player in the middle that can come in and change things. I just feel like guys like Tielemans or Tielemans and Madison, they're gonna leave very soon. In fact,
no, the thing is they're not seeing growth in the team. So why would you want to stay if you're not seeing growth in a team?
Absolutely. At their age, they should be winning stuff, man. And it's like I say, is that Brendan Rodgers, I don't think they're gonna get rid of him. Maybe there's a financial implication in terminating his contract, so he's gonna be there, and I don't think he's gonna win quite anything.
No.
In fact, winning is not a question. It's not a conversation now.
It's about staying in the league.
It's about staying in the league.
Relegation.
He's in a relegation battle right now. Even if he wins one game, that's 4 points. Like all the other teams in the relegation battle has got 4 points. Imagine Leicester City being in the same as Nottingham Forest that has just come in. And Nottingham Forest is possibly playing slightly better than them.
They are because goals against, they've conceded 22 goals this far. In fact, 22 goals in 7 games. That's an average of much. Let's say 7 divided, but that's 3 goals per game.
Dude.
That's how much they've on average are
conceded.
What are you doing as Brendan Rodgers to close the gap? I mean, like I said, that Brendan Mfethu is a well-known coach to come in and sort of heighten up a player, push and develop players. We've seen him do that at Liverpool. We've seen him do that. Is it at Rangers or wherever?
At Rangers, yeah.
Yeah. So we've seen him sort of come in, uplift players, and it's hard for me to say that he's able to.
He's doing that now. I'm not seeing it personally as well.
He can't, man. You know that boy Petson Daka. Zambia, Lusaka. If a copper belt, and I feel like under proper guardianship, that boy can be far, man. When we came in first time in EPL, there was so much hunger, and
there was a hype around him.
It's an African boy getting into the league. We're all excited about that shit. You know what I mean? So, like I said, that I wish there was a coach that can take him and look and bring him up. He's in the right team. Make no mistake. He's got Abo Kelechi and Nacho there. Kelechi's come from CT. He's not there. He's got Vardy on the bench who can inspire him and tell him things that hardly been there. So he's in the right team. I think he can be really looked after and he can be sort of elevated, man. But Brandon, I don't think he's going to be the man to do it now. Brandon's got too many things on his plate right now. And I don't think one of them is trying to uplift the.
Getting away from Leicester for a little while, going to Tottenham. Do you think this hat-trick Yason is a wake-up that, hey, I'm going to do better from now on? Or might he wallow back into not performing like the previous games? Like this, hey, you're not starting. Don't think you will have a starting berth all the games. Is the wake-up that he needed.
You know, when he to me, when he took that solo run, and he was supposed to
there was a player
pass the ball on his left, and he decided to cut on the right and shoot.
Yeah,
I thought, here's a player that says, I'm hungry. I need to showcase that. Remember me. I can do this. I can do this. You know. So I think he is trying to prove to himself rather that dude, you can take them on. You can do this thing. You can do it.
Don't be lethargic.
Yeah. So I think maybe it's his wake up call. He just got it.
And then
but we'll see.
After the break, then definitely Son and Kane back.
Yes,
to winning form.
Are all these players going to be playing this weekend though? When we say the break, are they all playing? Like,
do they have international fixtures? I'm not quite sure whether are there any fixtures for Son Korean. Yeah.
Looking on Spurs, man. I think Antonio doesn't mind to. He's okay with conceding goals for as long as he can score. He's okay. He's okay. He doesn't care about gaining ball possession. Very much like Mourinho. He doesn't care about gaining ball possession as much. But he believes, as long as I score, and my plan to score is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Odropile Fanevering Emerson Royale.
Royale, yeah.
Yeah. Who did he replace it with, Ghana? Oh, that Pulisic stayed on that position. And
Mari, you love Pulisic,
I do.
You love Pulisic.
I do. For a long time.
He's a fantastic player, though.
He is. I think he
is.
I do love that guy. And
with a lot of consistency in him. So
yeah. No, I think he like I said, that I think Antonio is willing to give up and let go of certain goals with a prize that, as long as I can score goals. So it always works, in difficult times. If you think about the draw that he got, was against Chelsea, where, Chelsea came in and they scored 2 goals, and then he had to come back, This is not, how would I say, it's not a good way of trying to win the league. I believe must also have a plan to close it.
To defend.
Yeah, like when it leaks, you must be able to close it.
To close it off.
And
voila.
I think that's where maybe
his downfall might be.
Yeah. I mean, Tottenham is sitting at the same amount of points as City, just like like I say, is that I believe this is also another team
to be looked at.
Currently, as the log looks at standing, those are my top 3 teams. Man. We will decide on the last day who becomes the winner.
Who will become? Yeah, they both got 17 points. City goal difference is 17, and Spurs goal difference is 11. So, yeah, with Arsenal at 18 points.
Yeah, 1 point difference. 1 point difference, man.
1 point difference.
Yeah.
That's a good league right there. Eh? Everyone is competing. Yeah. And surprise number 4 being Brighton, but we'll see about consistency when it comes to, like we were saying, after the international break.
And speaking of that, man, Arsenal goes against Spurs after the break. That is the fixture.
And Man United goes versus City.
No.
Mm.
That one, it's a given. And Zander, you will talk
Oh
about
my
that.
word, really?
Yeah, I think the game of the weekend is going to be
No,
Arsenal.
but you are right. To the game of the weekend, there would be Arsenal versus Spurs
Yeah.
because it's like 17 points versus 18 points.
The winner takes
So,
number one, basically.
yeah,
Out
the
of the
winner
two,
takes number one.
that's it.
Unless if Spurs win and then City wins as well. Therefore, goal difference.
Yeah. I'm just saying because that's the first game of the weekend, right?
Oh yeah.
Whoever wins that game will be number one. City will play, I think, the day after, if not the same day. But on that day, the winner will be number one. So that's what's at stake at that time. I think Arteta versus Conte, it's going to be interesting.
It's gonna be an interest, and then they're having enough time to think about it. But sometimes they just overthink things, and yeah, we'll see what happens. It's actually a good comeback game
Yeah,
from the international break.
correct.
Yeah,
Yep.
but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is us for the day. Will we have our last words from Zander?
Yeah, well, let's go on the break and looking forward to that game you just spoke about.
Well,
The one
we
that
actually
you've
looking.
already concluded. You already concluded there is no God. It's gonna be this way. Watch.
KB.
Yeah,
Last
look,
words for.
from my end, man, something just bitter or sour on the mouth, man. The whole thing with Vinicius Jr. I don't know whether you guys have heard or you saw the stories around that.
What?
So,
What?
so Vinicius, as you know, Vinicius Jr., he's a player, he's this Brazilian, you know, him loving what he loves doing, scoring and, you know, dancing to celebrate his goal. The I don't know if it's the chairman, the president of the federation, you know, went and he made a sort of a racist remark that Vinicius should stop doing that and, you know, monkeying around. And I'll find that actual article what it says. And you know, just before the game, because Atletico Madrid played against Real Madrid this past week. Before the game, Koke, the captain of
Atletico.
Atletico, also threatened Vinicius. Says if you come and score against us and you dance, see another thing coming. So it's racist.
That is.
You know, it's really bad. I mean, it's a bad taste, like I say. And I mean, Vinicius made a statement, I think, last night. He speaks that, you know, he will stop, he will not, you know, threaten
But
by
that
anything.
should not happen, though.
Yeah,
That is extremely wrong. That is just.
true.
I think FIFA should take a drastic stand against such things.
Well, Real Madrid has already said they'll file legal action against Koke for that statement. I'm not sure if they're willing to take any action against
Their
president of
own.
the federation. But like I said, that a lot of people have come out. P Diddy on Twitter, on Instagram, you know, he said, "Hey, boy, we love you, and we're gonna be in support of
You
your
know
fans."
that this
So,
reminds me of what had happened with the Chelsea Spurs game when there was a fan in the crowd making racist remarks against Son. He was
yeah,
banned from uh, coming ever buying tickets from Chelsea. You see Premier League teams doing something about it and making it public that racism is not okay.
yeah.
So we need that kind of statement as well from uh, the La Liga.
Look, it's like you want La Liga to do it when, like I said, is the president is also supporting,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
hard because look, remember the years we've seen guys like Daniel Alves, you know, get thrown with a banana, he picks it up and eats it. You know, because that's just general distasteful.
That general. In Italy, Balotelli has always been complaining about that.
Yeah, Sulimuntari also about. You know, it's quite a lot. But like I says that, yeah, that's one thing that has happened that is very distasteful.
You know, such a beautiful game, me being turned upside down by touch, eh?
Yeah. So yeah, read it, guys, if you guys get a chance. Or
we'll look into it.
We'll look into it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, on such a sour note, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. This has been Tavern Talk for today. Yeah, remember, love each other, man. And whenever you see a tavern, hop in there and have a drink. Good for you. Peace.
Have a pint.
I don't promote drinking, guys.
Don't drink and drive, though. Don't drink and drive.
Alrighty.
I didn't say drink what? You can have a water.
Yeah, no, drink responsibly rather. How about that?
Just have a pint.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alrighty. Ciao, ciao.
Out.
This has been us for the day. Peace. Ciao.
Peace out.
Alright.